Marijuana affects far more than just your mood. It influences your brain chemistry, motivation system, sleep architecture, hormones, memory, lungs, heart rate, digestion, immune system, and even how your body responds to stress. But because its effects are subtle and gradual, most people never realize how deeply cannabis shapes their daily functioning until they stop. The moment you quit marijuana, something surprising happens. Your body begins rebalancing itself much faster than most people expect. Not in months, not in years, in hours and days. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens to your body and brain when you quit marijuana for 30 days. What changes in the first 24 hours, after a few days, after 2 weeks, and what your system looks like at the 30-day mark. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why neuroscientists say that even one cannabis-free month can dramatically improve mental clarity, motivation, sleep quality, and emotional stability. The first 6 to 12 hours. The reset begins. It starts faster than you think. Within the first 6 to 12 hours, THC levels in your bloodstream begin to fall. THC is the primary psychoactive compound in marijuana, and it binds to cannabinoid receptors in the brain that regulate mood, reward, memory, appetite, and stress. When THC stops entering the system, your brain immediately notices. Dopamine signaling shifts. Some people feel irritable, restless, or slightly anxious. Others already feel clearer and more alert. Both reactions are normal. Deep inside the brain, overstimulated cannabinoid receptors begin adjusting. Neural signaling starts moving back toward baseline. The reset has already begun. The first 24 hours, sleep and emotions shift. By the end of the first day, the most noticeable changes often involve sleep and emotions. Marijuana suppresses REM sleep, the phase responsible for emotional processing, memory consolidation, and psychological recovery. When you quit, REM sleep rebounds. That's why the first night or two may feel restless. Falling asleep can be harder. Dreams may become vivid or intense. You may wake up sweaty or emotionally charged. This isn't damage, it's recalibration. At the same time, appetite may drop temporarily as hunger hormones begin resetting. Emotional responses can feel sharper, but internally, your endocannabinoid system, the system designed to maintain balance, is waking up again. Days 2 to 3. Sleep quality starts improving. By days 2 and 3, something important begins to happen. Sleep architecture starts normalizing. While sleep may still feel light on the surface, REM and deep sleep become more efficient underneath. Many people wake up feeling mentally heavy, but emotionally clearer. Brain fog begins thinning. Thought patterns feel more linear. At the same time, digestion starts stabilizing. Cannabis slows gut motility and alters appetite signals. Without it, bloating often decreases, and natural hunger cues return. If marijuana was smoked, the lungs also begin clearing mucus. Oxygen exchange improves slightly. Breathing feels deeper and less restricted. Days 4 to 7. Mental clarity returns. By the end of the first week, cognitive changes become noticeable. THC interferes with attention, short-term memory, and executive function. Without it, neural communication improves. Many people report clearer thinking, better focus, improved memory, reduced background anxiety. Mood becomes more stable. Emotional swings soften. Mental fog begins lifting. You feel more present. Not stimulated, not numbed, just clear. Skin may also begin changing at this stage. Cannabis affects hydration and blood vessel regulation. Without it, inflammation decreases, and skin tone often looks brighter and more even. Days 7 to 10. The motivation system reboots. This is where brain chemistry shifts in a powerful way. Marijuana artificially boosts dopamine. Over time, the brain compensates by reducing natural dopamine sensitivity. This is why long-term users often feel unmotivated without cannabis. After 7 to 10 days without marijuana, dopamine receptors begin recovering. Motivation doesn't return as a rush. It returns quietly. Tasks feel easier to start. Focus lasts longer. You feel internally driven instead of needing stimulation. Emotional reactions feel more proportional. This is one of the most important neurological milestones of quitting. Week 2. Hormones and memory improve. As you move into the second week, deeper physiological changes begin. THC interferes with hormone signaling, including cortisol, melatonin, testosterone, and estrogen. When cannabis is removed, these systems start stabilizing. Energy levels rise, libido often improves. Mood becomes more resilient, stress feels more manageable. Memory improves as well. Cannabis affects the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. After 2 weeks, memory formation and recall strengthen as synaptic signaling recovers. Weeks 2 to 3. Heart, immunity, and stress response. By weeks 2 to 3, cardiovascular changes appear. Marijuana increases heart rate and alters blood pressure regulation. Without THC, resting heart rate stabilizes and blood vessels become less reactive. Your immune system also begins recovering. THC suppresses immune cell function. By week 3, inflammation decreases, and immune signaling becomes more efficient. Exercise feels easier. Endurance improves. Recovery speeds up. Energy becomes more consistent throughout the day. Around day 21, metabolism and energy balance. Around days 18 to 21, metabolism stabilizes further. Cannabis can disrupt insulin sensitivity and increase cravings for calorie-dense foods. Without it, blood sugar regulation improves. Energy no longer spikes and crashes. Appetite becomes more regulated. Eating feels intentional instead of impulsive. Many people notice subtle body composition changes, not from dieting, but from restored metabolic balance. Days 22 to 28, emotional regulation and identity shift. As you move through the 4th week, changes become more subtle, but also more profound. This is the phase where emotional regulation truly stabilizes. Marijuana dampens emotional range by constantly activating calming pathways in the brain. Without it, emotions return to their natural spectrum. Not exaggerated, not blunted, but balanced. During this period, many people notice they respond differently to stress. Instead of immediately seeking escape or distraction, the brain pauses. You think before reacting. This happens because the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and self-control, regains stronger influence after weeks without THC interference. This is also where identity-related changes appear. Regular cannabis use often becomes part of daily routine. How you relax, how you reward yourself, how you cope. After 3 to 4 weeks without it, the brain begins forming new associations. Relaxation no longer depends on a substance. Calm becomes internal. Enjoyment feels earned instead of chemically induced. Social interactions often improve at this stage as well. Conversations feel more present. Memory during interactions improves. Emotional attunement increases. Many people describe feeling more themselves again. Not overstimulated, not numbed, but grounded. Physically, inflammation continues dropping throughout the body. Nervous system signaling becomes more efficient. Energy feels steady instead of fluctuating. This is the point where the benefits stop feeling temporary and start feeling like a new baseline. Day 30. The full recalibration. Now we reach the 30-day mark, the transformation point. After 1 month without marijuana, brain receptors have largely recalibrated. Dopamine signaling is more balanced. Motivation feels natural again. Focus is sharper. Memory is clearer. Emotional regulation improves. Sleep is deeper and more restorative. Dreams normalize. Circadian rhythm stabilizes. Hormones are more balanced. Stress tolerance improves. Heart rate is steadier. Immune function is stronger. Lung function is better. But the most important change is this. You no longer need marijuana to feel normal. Your brain's reward system works again on its own. Calm feels natural. Pleasure feels real. Motivation comes from within. The truth. Your body doesn't suffer when you quit marijuana. It rebalances. It recalibrates. It restores. It protects itself. 30 days won't erase years of heavy use. But it is more than enough to dramatically improve mental clarity, sleep quality, motivation, emotional stability, and overall health. Have you ever tried quitting marijuana, even for a short time? What changes did you notice? Tell me in the comments. I read everyone. If this video helped you, like and subscribe. I make science simple so you can take control of your health. One smart decision at a time. Your body works for you every day. Give it 30 days without marijuana and watch what happens.